What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast, Metaphorically Slutty. This is your host, Daisy. It is 12:10 on a Sunday. Let me see something. I had to jump on here real quick because the word I was receiving was colossal. And I was like, I really wouldn't mind sharing this, really. I really think I should share this. And so that's why I'm here. What I kept hearing today is know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. In different ways. I'm paraphrasing, but in different ways, I was hearing that, and I was hearing that, hold on, I'm about to give y'all so it's October 6th, yeah. Okay, so, welcome. Take a deep breath with me. Breathe in and breathe out, and take how many of those you need to. Welcome to the show. I am a Daisy. I had to repeat that again because I was multitasking and wasn't giving my undivided attention to this space, so I'm here. What I was saying is that there's a worthiness that is being the worthy energy is being transferred into people now. It is being downloaded in the psyche. It's a new light code. So it's a light code of worthiness. And some of the examples that I was hearing is about how you can understand contracts, because essentially this is about mastering the law of thought and acknowledging and recognizing how thoughts create contracts within the mind and then creates contracts within the experiences that you have in your reality. And one of the things I heard is that there's been a lesson of vulnerability, leaning into vulnerability, understanding what vulnerability is, and the blocks that have been created within you or around you in some created within some who are facing blockages, and how it shows up in your reality and how it prevents you from moving on to the next step. Obviously, there might be a lot of people that's in a loop, and in this loop you may be repeating certain patterns and repeating certain cycles, and understanding that, okay, wait a minute, these people are the same and they just wear like maybe different outfits, or they show up, their features are different, but they're some of the same situations. And the spirit spoke about thank you. The spirit spoke about how those blockages could show up. And one of the examples that they gave me on how to heal certain blockages when it comes to worthiness and even jealousy. This is pretty much the darker aspects, of what you call a shadow, what people consider dark, when really it's just a different aspect of light. But the reason why it's dark is because it's in a space, or it comes from a space of the shadow. And the shadow is a shadow is a shadow. It is a reflection of light in the dark, and it creates a silhouette of you. So it's almost like not almost, but it's almost like a mirage of you, or an altar, or the other side of you that we keep in, that we feel like it's not supposed to be seen or can be judged by others. Okay, so leaning in vulnerability, one of the examples that they gave me was that imagine yourself having the best things that just going well in your life, and you are thankful and you're excited about what's to come. You're having a really good day. And someone that comes to you and asks you about, it can be coffee or it can be money. And you feel like, oh my God, I'm having a good day. Like, I can do this. Like, I can go for coffee, or I can loan somebody some money, or I can, because your vibrations are high and you lean into that. Well, imagine that good feeling that you have when you lean into that. Imagine that good feeling, and you can take forever long you need to. I'll pause it. And think about the vulnerability that's there in that. That vulnerability allows you to be open and receptive to the answers of the universe. And the answers of the universe could be the answers of your prayers. But it shows up in you acknowledging it first, the symbolism in nature, and then you responding to the blueprint that came through based on your energy signature. Okay? So with you saying yes, being open to it, and that being a person coming in to ask you to do something, this scenario is a symbol of you leaning into your vulnerability energetically. You allow yourself to be of assistance to somebody. You're in a space of gratitude. You're also in a space of feeling good and that it's going to return to me. There's no fret, right? And because of that, you send those codes out to the universe of good feelings. And when you have good feelings, you want to be in that consistently. You don't want to be in that temporarily. You want to experience more of it, regardless of if you're scared of it or not. It's something that you are thankful for and you want to experience more of. That's the only reason why you've reached an elevated space of energetically experiencing this high, this euphoria, is because you are open and wanted to experience it, whether it comes in a form of somebody giving you something, or what you deem as success, or what you deem as fun or exciting. It came in because you were open to it, and you feel this way that you feel is because there was a connection to you and the universe, and what it brought to you was the answer to a prayer somewhere prior to that particular moment. And you being open to that, and then it invites someone else in for you to share that or to experience that sort of vulnerability. With you saying yes, not only are you saying yes to the person, you're saying yes to the symbolism, you're saying yes to what the energetic signature of Earth has mirrored back to you based on what you have distributed out to the universe. It brings in more of that good through you being open. Now, let's say if you're in a bad mood and things are not going the way you would like them to go. That's what you believe, because that's what you're feeling, and that's what you told yourself, because thoughts are important. And someone comes to ask you for something and you are just like, no. And you have your reasons for saying no. Either you feel like you don't have it, or you don't want to spend your time on something like that because you have this going on. With you doing that creates the blockage. That is where the blockage is. And and you saying no to it, if you're aware and focused enough, you will start to ask yourself, why did you say no? And once you start to ask yourself, why did you say no, and start to unpack all the reasons why you were not open to a certain thing, you begin to be open to the universe to see yourself from a higher perspective and begin to shift that pattern. And once you begin to acknowledge that that's something that you want to change and shift that pattern, because you know what the difference in between being open and closed is at that point, because I'm speaking to certain people here, a certain collective, you shift, and that's what they call, you begin to timeline jump. because you shift the energy and you move from one way of looking at things to another way. And so because of that, the dimension that you are shifting to, or the universe that was parallel to that, or the timeline that has opened up to that, is going to unfold in a different way because you made a different energetic response than you did before. So it's not about getting to the end. It's about understanding the process of your mind and how you filter in the information to determine how you feel about something, then, and how that contributes to the action that you take upon something. So I think I'm going to call this Thinking About You Part 2. This was just so good. As I was receiving it, I just was like, I got to share this. And it's a pretty daisies. So I hope you get a chance to enjoy it. And thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.